This week on Couch and Sports, we find out if a tiger's growl is as bad as its ability to stay faithful to his wife. We hear from a lot of athletes off the field, and we take a quick peek into America's favorite, I guess I'll watch it pastime, ice soccer. Great show this week. Super excited to have our first real guest, but we get this week going with your headlines. The Titus Young and the oh-so-restless ex-Detroit Lions wide receiver Titus Young was arrested 4 times this week in Southern California for burglary, attempted assault, and resisting arrest. Local Southern California residents called the acts, quote, appalling. Detroit respondents called the acts an average Tuesday. In an unbelievable turn of events, the Boston Bruins defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs, scoring 3 goals in the final 12 minutes, taking the game 2 and eventually winning in overtime. It's a good thing Canadians get free health insurance because half of Ontario is on suicide watch. When prominent space personality and local Ontario resident Chris Hadfield was asked if he could believe that his Maple Leafs lost in such a spectacular fashion, he noted, "I'm a Canadian farmer turned astronaut that gained international notoriety for playing 40-year-old David Bowie covers in space. I'm pretty accustomed to long shots." Ex-NFL quarterback Donovan McNabb announced recently that he would like to retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. I imagine this shouldn't be a problem unless the Vikings and Redskins start handing out awards for players that ruined both of their teams. But if they are, watch out, Rich Gannon, Gus Frerotte, and Brad Johnson. Staying with football, Buddy Nix announced that he'll be stepping down as a general manager for the Buffalo Bills. This coming some 20 days after the NFL draft and 1,287 days after he should have been fired. In his 3-year tenure, the Buffalo Bills were an underwhelming 16-32. When fans were asked about their lowest points during the Nix regime, they replied, living in Buffalo. That's all we got for your headlines. More after the break.
Holding on to his knee and down.
In Tiger Woods' 300th career start, he won his second Players' Championship. However, the real headline began at the close of the 3rd round when action from Woods triggered a gallery response that disrupted match partner Sergio Garcia mid-approach. The feud between Woods and Garcia continued to grow after the round when Garcia was quoted as saying, "He's not the nicest guy on tour." For more on his comments and performance at the Players' Championship, 2008 Players' Champion Sergio Garcia. Sergio, thank you for joining me on the show today. I must admit it's a pleasure having you on the show. However, I would like to talk about some of your comments you made about Tiger this weekend and maybe kind of discuss where the conflict with you and Tiger began. What provoked you to make those comments?
He was not nice, so I said he was not nice. Basically, he's mean to everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what Tiger Woods calls Ernie Els?
I do not.
Ernie smells. To his face, he says Ernie smells. What is this?
That is unfair, Sergio. However, to play devil's advocate, you guys are competitors and you're all competing out there, and maybe this is his way of gaining a competitive edge over the field.
I mean, it's golf. It's a gentleman's game, you know?
But it is also a professional sport. You are trying to win.
Barely, let's be honest, barely.
You will go on record saying that golf is a barely competitive sport.
I did not say barely competitive. It's very competitive. We work hard, we try, but, I mean, a sport.
So you're saying it's barely a sport?
Have you seen my cholesterol chart, Matthew?
I admittedly have not.
It's not good. It's not good.
Sergio, where would you say the conflict with you and Tiger began?
I would have to say the moment that we met.
And what happened at that moment?
I went to shake his hand. I reach out my hand. He reaches out his hand. And then as they're about to touch each other, he pulls his away. And he looks at me and he says, "Psych!" And then he spits on the ground and he walks away. Well, what is this?
Now, Sergio, moving forward, do you think that there's an opportunity for you and Tiger to mend your relationship?
I hope so. For one, he would have to stop egging my car. For two, he would have to stop pretending he, doesn't know my name. Just a few weeks ago, I saw Tiger Woods at the mall. We were both at the mall. And I said, hey, Tiger, how are things? And his security guard pushed me in the chest. And Tiger Woods said, I don't know you, Sergio Garcia. I don't know you. Which was weird because he knew my name was Sergio Garcia.
Sergio, many writers have been harsh on you, saying that you failed to live up to their expectations as a potential rival to Tiger after the famed 1999 PGA Championship. Do you feel these critics are justified?
I mean, that's just mean. I mean, it's 1999. What did you think was going to be huge in 1999? All I'm saying is, if you were going to judge someone by where they were in 1999, we'd be angry at 98 degrees.
That is a fair point.
Here's the thing. People think that I was going to be a great, super golfer, and instead I'm just a very good golfer.
I suppose that's fair.
Guess I am a screw-up now, because I am only the 19th best golfer in the world.
Well, in the 1999 PGA Championship, many posed you as the up-and-coming rival for Tiger Woods moving forward. And now a lot of writers are claiming that your performance lately has been almost underwhelming.
Who said this?
Detroit sports writer Mitch Albom has actually gone on record saying this, as well as a few PGA Tour writers.
Wait. The Tuesdays with Morty guy?
Yes, the Tuesdays with Maury guy.
I let down the Tuesdays with Morty guy.
Yes.
That's terrible.
I know. Now we are reaching the end of our segment. I wanted to know if there was anything you'd like to leave the viewers with today.
Yeah, just, take time to hug each other. Be nice.
Those are very powerful words, Sergio, and just like to say thank you for joining me on my show. Thank you for being my first guest. And
Is it over?
Well,
I'm free. I could keep, if you're having fun talking, I could keep talking with you.
Well, I mean, Sergio, I have the rest of the show to film. I have a lot of editing to do.
I understand that. Yes. Okay, it's fine.
2008 Players Champion Sergio Garcia. Sergio, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Matthew.
Well, folks, this has been Couch and Sports. I cannot thank you enough for joining me again this week. Please rate, comment, subscribe, put it on your Facebook, emphasis on that. Send it to your boss. Follow me on Twitter at Couch and Sports. I just want to take this opportunity to thank my contributors, my wonderful contributors, my close friend and very talented comedian, Danny Jollis. Click here for his amazing Scars video. Also, the beautiful and talented Nicole Conlon. Click here for her Twitter, and click here for world's best comedian. I wouldn't have been able to put the show together without the help of Nick Packard, who played Sergio Garcia this week. This is his Twitter. This is his gentleman party videos. Finally, the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented, the kind, the intelligent, the forever a good friend of the show, Bowen Yang, who put together the logo for this week. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's 10 times better than any of the content I will ever put out on the show. So click here for Twitter. Click here-ish for he's a part of this very wonderful group of young comedians called Story Pirates. That'll be in this region here. Also click here to see his smiling face. I'll just put a picture of his smiling face there. And then click here to see a picture of his frowning face. I will have to find a picture of his frowning face. Thank you again for tuning in. Please tune in again next week. If you like it, like I said, rate, comment, subscribe, put it on your Facebook. This has been Couch and Sports. I have been your host, Matthew Grossman. Have an excellent week.